Good afternoon. I'm Morgan Freeman, and welcome back. Today we observe two young archaeologists with a hunger for knowledge embark on a journey to discover a new section of the Qin tomb.
We have been working tirelessly for several hours now, and we believe that we may have just discovered a new section of Emperor Qin's tomb.
This discovery that we have just made will help us look into the political and social system of Emperor Qing many years ago.
With the discovery of more terracotta warriors, we are able to conclude that legalism was indeed the form of government forced upon citizens during the Qing Dynasty, because that is how the terracotta tombs were able to be built in such little time.
Legalism was a strictly enforced government that declared that anything and everything done wrong could be punished by harsh consequences. Things such as late taxes to poorly made products could be punishable by death and even life in prison.
Usually, the prisoners would be enslaved and used to construct the clay statues that litter this marvelous tomb. This harsh government whipped the spread out and uncivilized Chinese city-states into shape, and overall unified the country into the most powerful dynasties we have seen in the Far East yet.
Day 2 of the search. Still no luck from the young entrepreneur archaeologists.
The first most obvious thing that we can conclude about the society during the Qing Dynasty is the social hierarchy. Clearly the emperor, in this case Emperor Qing was at the top of the social hierarchy, and the prisoners that were used as slaves to construct things like this tomb were at the bottom. It is a little more difficult to decipher in between, but we can tell that warriors were regarded highly and also had somewhat of an entire hierarchy within the military.
You can tell who was more important partially based off the armor one's given. For example, you can see his armor was elaborately designed with distinct features like the little pieces of cloth hanging out of his chest piece, unlike the lower class soldiers who were barely given any armor at all.
The social hierarchy among citizens was constructed in several different layers. As we know, at the bottom of the hierarchy were the slaves, and at the top was the emperor. However, in between, there were more classes yet to be discovered. At the second lowest level, there are peasants. These are the lower income people and are considered to be the backbone of the empire. Closer to the middle were the merchants. These were the people who owned small stores and had a middle class income, and were strongly prosecuted and considered by many to be plutomaniacs. Plutomaniac means someone who is obsessed with money. Peasants were actually more respected than the merchants due to this belief. Despite all this, they were still to be considerably wealthy citizens and greatly helped the dynasty's economy. After merchants came landlords. These were the upper middle class of the hierarchy pyramid that owned land and most likely owned slaves to tend to their land.
Because of this one discovery of the tomb, we have been capable of learning more on not only the social hierarchy of ancient China, but also the political systems. Due to the discovery of the tomb, we have been capable of understanding the Qing Dynasty's social and political order.
We would like to thank all who joined us and hope that you have been able to expand your knowledge on the Qing Dynasty. Their society is yet to be fully understood.